Welcome back to another footwork video. Today we're going to be unpacking the last thing that you can do when your opponent forces you to hit on the move. It's called the back pedal step. Let's check out Andy performing this on the match court. Welcome, my name is Kris Soutar, and if this is the first time that you have visited my channel, welcome. Subscribe, like, comment, share all the videos because I'm making them for you. We have been doing a bit of a series on footwork, and this is the last thing that you can do when you're forced to hit on the move. If that doesn't sound like it makes any sense, check out all the videos that I have done up to this point. I will put a link to the last video that I shared because I mentioned that this back pedal step doesn't happen very often, so I could only get footage of Andy doing it on the far side, so we'll have to zoom in on this. But I mentioned in the last video that this is done mostly on ball 3 or when you're caught and you have to move kind of back. You're forced to move when you hit, so you don't do a jump with the kind of 180 rotation that we talked about in the jump video. So that's the subtle difference. So have a look and see Andy in this situation. He has just served. Djokovic has hit deep up the middle. So have a look at the kind of body language, if you like, of Andy. He's caught and he doesn't do a jump as in load from his right foot and land on his left foot and do a 180. He just does one step backwards. And the key thing here is the size of the rotation. So it's there, boom, it's almost like a 90 and he's just going backwards. So it's a very subtle difference, but the subtleties come in the size of the rotation and the fact that he doesn't actually really load on that leg. He almost kind of back pedals out of the shot. If we have a look at the next one, not off of serve, but again, deep ball. So have a look at Andy's footwork. You will see here, boom. So for me, that's almost just like a 90-degree rotation. Racket head is going up above the head, and he's just doing a step backwards, just a back pedal step out of the shot. So that's pretty much it. What I'll do is I'll start to dig around. I've got a couple of clips of Wawrinka doing this, but I've been using Andy, so I just wanted to stick with Andy just now. But it is an emergency shot. It's not something that I would actively teach a player, but they have to have the skills to be able to adapt under pressure. So normally they've hit the big first serve, somebody counter punches deep up the middle, they have to kind of backpedal and hit out of it. Sometimes if people get caught mid-court and the player attacks them, they kind of backpedal out of it. It also can be common on the volley when players are in the process of repositioning on the volley and they actually can hit volleys while moving backwards as well. So I'll start to dig around and actually unpack those as the weeks go on. So that is the fourth and final thing you can do when you're forced to hit on the move. So that's 8 things in total. If you don't know what they are, go back and have a look at them. But it might be worth actually just going, if you've got a spare couple of hours, just going through the 8 clips that we've done so far. In fact 9, because we set it up with the footwork cycle. Go back and have a look at them and start to see what your players do. Now this has been a more information only kind of series, and what I will start to do over the coming months is show you some exercises that you can do to teach this implicitly and explicitly, because when you get into the finer details you will see a lot of players have to almost kind of train it in a very explicit way. So you'll see Andy back in the day doing kind of bungee work with his fitness coaches and doing it very methodically and then putting it into the game. But there are other ways you can get the fundamental movement patterns and the things that you can do in the hitting phase in a more fun game-based type way. So I'll unpack those in the coming months. So tomorrow's video will be the last one in this kind of little series of unpacking the footwork, and it'll just be a summary video, and I'll use a couple of clips to show you it all in full flow. Okay, so until tomorrow, you take care. Laters.